Let's make some beats. I'm just gonna start empty project. I want to try to make at least 3 to 5 8-bar loops, I guess, and then I can take those loops and turn them into full beats. I'm gonna take you along for this beat making journey. Okay. So I just wrote this little 8-bar piano thing. I don't know if the last note is right. I might try to resolve it. I think that minor's a little too much. I'm gonna bust out the lap steel, try to do some sick wiggles on here. I figured out what notes I might want to play over this. But I'm gonna wait to write the part until after I lay down the drums, because I realized that I want to make sure I know what tempo I want this beat to be in. So I'm gonna make some drums and then I'll come back, figure out the tempo I'm feeling, and then I'll add probably the lap steel, a little normal guitar, bass, etc. I'm gonna make a trap beat at some point today. This is definitely not the trap beat. Okay, we got a nice like sort of bouncy island sort of beat here. Swung the drums a little bit. I might do the bass. Boom, 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 boom. Get some. I feel like this is like a nice little like sexy smoking a Nat Sherman in Cuba by the ocean kind of beat. So. Know what I'm doing here, but I think if I just get something down, I'm just gonna record some random lap steel and maybe piece it together. I think there's something in there that I like. Finding the melodies that I like just by playing it, but I'm gonna save this as low-key swing chill cigar, and now I'm going to new project. I'm gonna edit these parts later, but I want to make a sort of emo trap beat. I'm gonna start with a little guitar lick I'm gonna write right now, and then we're just gonna fucking hit some 808s and trap drums, all that good shit, so let's go. Okay, we got the axe. I'm in open D right now, which I find it's easy to make little fun licks with. This is like a really simple lick, but if I lay down the foundation and these will become the root notes or whatever, then I can make it more twinkly, but I'm just kind of twinkling out here, so. Okay, we got the guitar going here. I got 2 takes, got them panned left and right. They're not the cleanest takes of all time, but I feel like once I get the drums and the bass going, it won't really matter that much. So I'm gonna build up a kit, and we're gonna turn this little lick into a fucking banger. I'm gonna first things first, get some hats going. Let's get some snares. Okay. Bump, bump. Boom. So what I want to do now is maybe put a little synth on it, like another lead. And I'm gonna kind of fuck with those guitars a little bit because I've just DI'd it into the interface and I have like a amp sim. Okay, I got some lead on there and now I'm just gonna do a little bit of slide. I'm addicted to sliding right now. I got the slide to the part where I feel like it's There's enough to work with there. I just feel like sometimes when I'm making a beat and I have these 8 bars, I want to throw as much random ideas at it as possible when I'm still feeling it, because arranging a beat for me generally, and I think a lot of times, is like you have the core elements and then you just kind of bring them in and out. So I feel like now I have guitar, lead guitar, and the synth melody. So I can kind of like, as long as I change the drums and I pull stuff in and out, I can turn this into a full track. So I'm gonna save this session. It's been about another hour on this one, maybe a little bit less. I'm gonna call this Slidey Emo Trap. I'm gonna take a quick break and come back for beat number 3 for this third beat. I came into it trying to make a down-tempo, melodic ambient. Right now it just sounds like a nursery rhyme. This pattern is pretty fiendish, but I think that if I make a pattern, then I bounce it to audio, then I like speed it up or slow it down and glitch it out, it could turn into a nice texture. I'm not gonna give up on this pattern just yet. So this is sounding pretty rough, but I'm not giving up on this. Yeah, this sounds pretty bad if I'm being so for reals. However, I have faith. I added a little like lead guitar part, and now I'm just doing some chords over the top. There's something that could be cool in here, but it sounds pretty gnarly. It's definitely not an ambient song. I feel like it's turning into like a indie rock song. Now I'm gonna go back and change that MIDI, the original melodic thing, to fit this guitar a little bit better, because without it, it's pretty cool. But I feel like I have to honor where it came from. This actually sounds kind of cool. I'd say all that's left to do for this beat is some bass, and then I'm gonna walk my dog. It could sound really cool sped up. Something kind of romantic about it. I'm gonna call that one Organ Guitar Jangle. And I think that's probably gonna be the last beat that I make today. So 3 in total. This is something I like to do whenever I'm in the mood to make music, but I don't necessarily feel like just sitting down and playing guitar. Sometimes it's fun to just build a little 4 or 8 bar loop and then see where it leads you. And that's all for the day of A Million Beats. A Million, also known as 3. I'm just gonna quickly play through all the songs. We're gonna start with the first one, just called Low Key Swing Chill Guitar. It's pretty sick. Okay, we love that. Now we have the Slidey Emo Trap. That's pretty hard. And then, what was this one now? Last one called? Organ Guitar Jangle. I feel like this one might be drums with gated reverb. I think would sound really good on this one. It's giving me a Smiths energy. I'm not saying by any means it has a Smiths vibe, but I could see it maybe replacing the drums with some 80s drums. So that's it. It's the best day ever. Many blessings.